Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Josh here with Josh's Lawn and Landscape. Thank y'all for tuning in again today. And I want to start off by thanking all my subs, old and new. We've cleared the 900 sub mark, I think, as I mentioned in my last video. So, um, creeping on up there towards 1,000. So, we'll make it sometime down the road. But hey, enjoying the ride. So, shout out to Mr. Gerald over at Clean and Green Lawn Service, and Wild Bill over at Wild Bill's Lawn Care, Jason and Haley over at American Lawn Specialist. I got to watching the video, the last one that they did, and thanks for the shout out, Jason. Thank y'all, appreciate it. He mentioned me and tagged in that video, and I got started watching it, and I got to finish watching it. But I did want to say thanks for the shout out, and a couple of, well, a good thing, a kind of good thing, and then I just don't know. So, good thing is I found my tripod. It was right where I thought it was. Well, it was at a property I thought it was, and property, the customer said that they didn't see it anywhere, but it had kind of fell over up next to the house, I guess, and maybe they just didn't recognize that's what it was with it laying down. So, but I stopped by there, I was on my way home today, and checked it out. I was scheduled to cut there today, but they're out of town. The yard's not that bad, so they'll be back next week. So I'm just going to hold off. I got an early week next week, and which will allow me to just go do one property, one small little property, and it doesn't take me but about, let's say, about 30-40 minutes to do from start to finish. So one that y'all have seen. So I guess that's the kind of good thing, is my afternoon's a little shorter, but I am missing out on a couple of jobs, I guess, getting them done, but no big deal. So the kind of good slash I don't know is, boy, they need to fix this road. Woo! The QuikTrak. For those of you who watched the video from yesterday, where I did the how to replace the ECU and the rectifier or voltage regulator, whatever you want to call it, the mower starts, idle's fine. Now last night when I throttled it up, it wanted to start surging around half throttle and even on up to full throttle when it was just stationary, not moving, not cutting grass, just start it up and then start to throttle it up and get to about half throttle, and then you'll start hearing it just you'll surging. If you watch the video from yesterday, you'll see what I'm talking about. I think it did part on that towards the end after I explained all the installation stuff. So check that video out. And so today, I do have the QuikTrak on the trailer, and while I was at a regular job today, which I don't know which one's regular because I pretty much cut grass all the time, and I got that other job. So my first regular job, I went out about mid-morning and I said, I'm just start it up and check it. And I started up the mower. Excuse me. Woo. Been a long day. Started up the mower. It idled fine. I throttled it up to half throttle, and it actually ran smooth, I thought. And then, so I sped on up to full throttle when it's sitting there on the trailer, and it seemed to just be humming right along, purring like a cat. So I was like, well, maybe the settings on the ECU had to tap into all the sensors and just kind of recalibrate everything. That's what I was thinking. So, just to make sure, right around lunchtime or just after lunch, I actually went and checked it again. Started the mower up, started good, and same thing. You know, it low idle, perfectly fine, which has actually never been a problem. About half throttle, chugging along good. Full throttle, same thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's all good. So maybe I tried my luck too much. I was getting ready to packing up, getting stuff in the truck, getting ready to wrap up today. And so before I left, I said I wanted one of my buddies at work. He said, "You get your lawnmower fixed?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so. I think I got it straightened out." So, and I told him what it was doing. I said, "But it wasn't doing it no more." So I went out there. So he listened to it, and I started it up. Did fine, idle fine. I go up to half throttle, and I start to hear a little bit of surging. So then I go to full throttle, and I hear a little more surging. Now, I will say that it was not as bad as before. As far as before the other times when I at an intersection, man, to make sure nobody's coming down the road. So what it was doing in yesterday's video, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was doing something similar. So I am gonna pull it off the trailer in this yard and see how it does. Maybe it's just a glitch in the matrix or something. I don't know. But we're gonna see, because like I said, I started it up 2 times a day and throttled it up, and it did what I would say would be what it was supposed to do. Run how it should, smooth. So I don't know. We'll see how it does, and if it doesn't work itself back out or stay straightened out over the weekend, and I'm gonna get what I can get out of it this weekend, and I may end up taking it to get scanned, possibly, if need be, first part of next week. We'll see. So that's where I'm at with that. Like I said, I did bid on the church property, so they're taking bids through the end of this month, so it'll probably be a couple of weeks before I hear anything back from that, unless by some miraculous happenstance everybody else is ridiculously higher than me. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it pans out. So and that was 2 separate bids, one for the church, one for the cemetery. And yeah, so it's just been crazy lately. I have tried recently to do a video or 2. Might be a little easier now that I have my tripod back to get some more mowing footage, rather than just shop stuff and me running my mouth. So we'll see. Just see how everything goes. So season's winding down. I usually cut through, most years I'm cutting through the end of October, pretty much. I have dude's about to back into that truck. I'm sitting there watching the guy parallel park over here, and he's about to back into the truck behind him. But so I've got 4 or 5 pruning jobs lined up. That I know of, or should have lined up, from what the customers have told me. that they want done. And I've got a big, or possibly, well, I've got a big bid for a retaining wall and grading project for my brother-in-law and his wife, their yard. I think I've mentioned that maybe in a previous video, but I don't think I've discussed the actual project. So got that possibly for kind of an off-season project. And so I've got, whoa dude, I always got to be careful pulling out on a curve. So yeah, I've got some stuff lined up for the off season, at least a couple of things. So that'll be good. And then it'll just depend on how things turn out with the church bid as to what I do with my scheduling, with what properties to drop. I'm pretty much locked into having to drop the 2 lake properties. Well, partially because of just the driving time out there and back for the really one property, and then just thankfully being able to catch one on the way back. Well, I can't see that guy's turn signal. He's got the clear aftermarket headlight assemblies, and the turn signal's about as clear as the headlight. You really can't see it when the sun's shining on the front of the truck. But so got a lot going down, and then it just depends on how things pan out with the QuikTrak. I think it's going to work itself out. I really do. Hope so, but I really think it's going to. But as we know, we shall see. I am pretty good into this intro here. I'm gonna make a whole video just on an intro. But I'm going to pull over here and kind of knock out this small property. I may get some footage of it. Oh yeah, it ain't as bad as it was last time, but we're gonna see. Still haven't heard anything from their neighbors, so I guess the gentleman that was cutting it is still cutting it. But it's this one, sorry, right here. So y'all seen it. Don't know if I get any footage of the front. I may get some of the typical areas in the back and the other side, but I'm gonna hop out and get this one knocked out so I can go to the house. And stay tuned. I'll see what this turns into. Alright y'all, well, sorry, I just got back in the truck. Didn't get any footage there. I kind of got caught up with the customer for a minute, and so when I got done, I was just trying to get done. I got a call from my wife actually just before I got done with the yard, and they were coming into town, wanted to know where I was at. So I told them I was about done, gonna go over here and meet them for some supper, and sling some mud up under the wheel wells and run through a mud hole where I was parked at back there. So a little bit of an update on the QuikTrak. So 2 things. One, is starting fine, so the rectifier, regulator, whichever one you want to call it, appears to have fixed that problem. So that one's down, and I say that it started good, and it idles fine, but when you throttle it up, it is still got some surging to it. That could simply be a governor adjustment, or maybe a TPS reset, since I got the new ECM on it, possibly. Other than that, I feel like it was cutting better as far as maintaining the power through a little bit thicker grass. Yeah, it's gonna bog a little bit, but I feel like it was maintaining its power better than before. It wasn't wanting to kind of bog out and then like surge, like take off, almost like it was dumping fuel in. So I think there was some improvement, which is a plus. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to run it a little more and just kind of see how it does. It may work itself out after mowing a few yards and using it some. So that's just kind of where I'm at on the QuikTrak. It's, like I said, I think it's doing better. It's improved. I still don't think it is fully where it could be. Just in my opinion. Again, I'm no expert. Kind of where I'm at on that. Like I said, got that property done. I'm going over here to the Mexican restaurant, sit down with family, and have me some dinner, give me some sweet tea, chill out. So hopefully nobody takes anything off the truck. So I got the trimmers are locked up, and I got the straps on the mowers and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm on a main street in town, so maybe nobody will mess with the gas cans and stuff in the back of the truck. But if they do, you'll know. It'll make for some interesting conversation here on YouTube. But again, thank you to everybody for the support and the subscriptions, comments, everything. I just wanted to throw that in there again. I can't say it enough. Cleared 900 subs, and progress is being made on the QuikTrak. I think there's some more to be made with it, and we'll just see how that goes. So hopefully y'all enjoyed my ramblings in this video. Let me know your thoughts on what I've reported is going on with the stander, and always enjoy the feedback, trying different things. Yeah, so I'm gonna close this one out here, and hopefully things will work themselves out. It should be a good day tomorrow. It's supposed to be in like the mid 80s, about 85 to 87. So it should be an awesome day for mowing tomorrow. And I will do my best to get some mowing footage now that I have my tripod back. As always, thank y'all. Check out those channels I mentioned earlier. Clean and Green Lawn Service, Wild Bill's Lawn Care, American Lawn Specialist. I shout all them out. As always, Ray over at Ray's Lawn and Landscape. Making it happen, knocking it out over there, as always, with Ray. And Ronaldo over at Big Sons. Shout out to Ronaldo. Him, and also Buster over at New Hope Cuts. Shout out to him. And one I haven't shouted out in a while is, and I forget his name, so I do apologize, but the channel is N&H Lawn Care. So check him out. Don't know if he's put a video out in a little while, but see what he's got going on. And also one that I mentioned previously that I'm a fairly new subscriber to is Farver Lawn Care. So he's got an older model QuikTrak, and also some I think he's got a EasyTrak, or it's a commercial grade zero turn. It's not a Z-Track. I think it's an EasyTrak, like a Z425 or something like that. So check him out. And as always, thank y'all. Y'all be safe, be kind, be blessed. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.